my friend, and welcome to a new video. And I'm sorry to say, yes, I'm back on a jack. Well, there's nothing more to say about that, but yeah, I have a jack again. I know there's many jack videos now, but this one I had to do. And why is that? Well, this one I found in a field. It's been lying there for God knows how long. A long time, I would say. It's pretty rusty, and generally it looks like it's been there for a long time, so I think it has been there for a long time. But still, I want to say, I found it and I started to check it out, and what I found was that the jack part here works really fine, and it's not even leaking. So it goes all the way, it goes all the way down, it's full of oil, there's no water, so that's actually very good. And it's an old jack, it has steel wheels, and it's all made of steel, and that's something I like. So, what was the problem then? Well, there is a problem, and it's the head. It's bent to oblivion, like this. It's really bad, and it's even broken over here, and you can see how bent it is. So either somebody drove over it, or somebody lifted something that was way too heavy. I don't know what, but something happened. But the good thing is that it seems like the head took almost all of the damage. The jack itself didn't, because the only thing I found was that this here was a little bit bent here, and this I can easily bend back without any problem. This is straight, but this is a little bit bent. But that's all. There's nothing more that I can see that has taken damage on the jack itself. All the damage is concentrated here, and this I can fix. And what my plan is to cut these, let's call them ears, off, and only leave the bottom part here, where the fastening point for this turnable top thing, whatever it's called, is sitting. And this is a feature I like, and try to reproduce these two ears. This part, this pin here, is welded in place here in two places that I can easily cut and get this pin off, and this is reusable. It's not bent or anything, but I need to make two of these plates, and then my thought is to weld them down here in place on both sides and get them straight, so I can put it back in place. And the next step after that, I think, if I can get it to work again, I think I will try to sandblast it and then paint it in a nice color, because you can see it's not so funny looking anymore. It's actually pretty rusty and ugly everywhere, so I think it could manage with a good paint job. So yeah, instead of just standing around and talking about it, I think we should start doing it. So here we go. So here we have it. Here is the still very hot. Here we have the top part cut off, and as I said before, I only left the bottom plate, or what you should call it, where this rotatable bit fasten, and this is where I intend to weld on new sides here, and these are the sides. And as you can see here, they are in pretty bad condition. You see, this has teared open and broken here, and the hole is not round anymore. So I'm not sure this is correct anymore because it seems very stretched in the metal here. This one don't. Here I can see the roundness of the scrapings, so that's correct. So if I only could get this straight, I probably could reproduce both sides after this one. So that's my goal here. Let's see what I can do. I actually managed to cut the welds right here, as you see. So I got this really torn up part off. That's good. Now I can concentrate on the better looking one here, not now, but it's better looking with the hole and so. And then I need to grind these welds off also, so I can get this pin off of here. But I will start by trying to get it as straight as possible. So let's do that. It's not straight, but it's much straighter. And it's straight enough to actually see the shape of it. And as you can see here, this is bent now almost to 90 degrees. This is the shape, well, which like that. This is the shape it should have, not this shape. It's very torn and bent. So this is the shape I'm looking for, and this is the shape I'm gonna try to recreate. And I even got it pretty straight like that. So next step, take the pin off. Another success. The pin is out and the plate is out. So this is what I need to recreate. But I saw when I took the pin out here that even this hole has some ovalness to it. It's not perfectly round, but of the round bit I can actually find the center and make myself a center hole. And yeah, this needs to be reproduced, and this needs to be cleaned up because there's actually a lot of weld left here. But I might do this in the lathe. I think that's easier. But I will start with trying to make these airs. Now I have made myself a copy of this arm, like that. So this is the one side that's looking a little bit better than the other ones. And I made a copy of it like that, and I marked out where the holes are going. So now I can use this as a template to make new ones. But as I said before so many times, there is always a but. And the but today is that the material I have is the same thickness as this. But I said earlier that it should be pretty much the same as this one, because I think this is a safety, let's call it, device. And that won't work for me with the new material, because the new material is the same thickness, but it's Hardox, and that's much harder than soft steel like this. That will make a dent in the safety device thing, because this will take much more of a load if it's made out of Hardox. But that's all the material I have in this thickness. This is 4 millimeters, and I need something that's 4 millimeters, and the only thing I have is Hardox. So if I'm gonna proceed with this, I either need to buy a whole sheet of new steel just for this, and that's a bit expensive. Or the other alternative is that I use the material I have, and that's 4 millimeter Hardox. So I think I will do that. That's a much cheaper alternative. The only thing I have to think about then is not to over exceed the weight limit of the rest of the jack. because this will probably take it. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna start cutting out my two new side walls here using my template. So what the crap, did I miss something? Did I blink or whatever happened, you think now? But I'm sorry to say, guys, you didn't blink and you didn't miss anything, because it's all filming problem, or rather equipment problem, that made it to this point. All the videos I made, not always, the one video clip I did when I did this got corrupt. So that's why there is a little bit of jump here. So at this point I have welded the piece together. As I said, I had cut my sides out, I did the holes, and I welded on the pin, and I welded the part onto the top. So it looks pretty much finished, but it isn't finished yet. There is more to do. And yes, there are some crappy welds here, but don't mind that. I need to make more welds on the lower part here, and I also need to make my support bits. I have marked out a little bit here that I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna put one support part over here, and I'm gonna put similar looking one on this side, like that. So there will be one here and one here. So that's the reason why I'm this far into it now, is because I lost the part where I actually did it. I'm sorry for that. You just keep on going as planned. So the next part here is that I made these holes 13 millimeters, and this pin is actually exactly 13 millimeters, so it just don't want to go in there. So I need to find myself a drill that's 13. I don't think I have anything smaller than 13.5 millimeters. So I will drill this out to 13.5, so I can fit the pin here again. It won't be as tight as I want it, because I only need like 1/10 or 2/10 of a millimeter oversized to this for this to fit, but I will need to go 0.5 millimeter over, because that's the smallest drill I have that will make this a little bit bigger. So I have done some additional checking here, and I have found that there actually is some problem with clearance. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but there is actually less clearance here than here. There's a bigger gap. You can see I can put the ruler down here like that, but it won't fit over here. And after inspecting this a bit, I have come to the conclusion that the frame here, I have measured it and it seems to be straight. I measured it with a straight ruler like that, and there is no deflection in the frame. Well, there is a slight deflection, but we are talking about 1 to 2 millimeters. This is a lot. And that deflection is not depending on the frame. So the only thing I see here that can actually do this is this joint right here. So this needs to come off. I need to inspect this pin going through here. I think it's bent. If it's not the pin, it's this arm, and then we have problems. But if this pin is bent, it can be replaced. So I need to take that off. Like this. Yeah, that's the way to go. The frame apart. Let's see if that's even possible. This one, let go. That one had a washer. Oh no, this is also coming off. And this one also has a washer. That makes me believe that somebody has done something to this one because it was missing the washer. Well, it let go anyway. Yes, it did. And here we have multiple washers, 2 of them at least. I'm just saying this so I have a reference when I'm putting it back, so I know what goes where. So there we have it loose. There came the gable off, like that. Now let's see. Here it comes. Is it bent? Well, it's very hard to say. Actually, I can't see it. Not really. I can put this one, sorry, off over here somehow, like that. Here is the jack arm, as you have seen it already. This is the jack. There's the bolt for the jack. I can check that one also. Doesn't really seem to be bent. And the jack and the jack bolt down here. And then we have the arm, the lifting arm. I actually see a slight difference here. Yeah, here I can actually see a difference in height. How is that possible? This one is lower than that one. It's leaning. But let's see if we can put here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, look at that. I hope you can see it. There is a big difference in height in these two. The strange thing is that it's not bent in this direction. It just has gone down like that. And how is that possible without bending the steel? If I show it like this, here you see the bolt in there, it's pretty much straight now, and there you see how much off it is in that direction. Like there is straight. So this is down. And that's really strange because it doesn't show any difference on this edge. It doesn't show any bend on this edge. It's just these airs that's different. This is high, this is pointing more down.
In the stillness of the night, under the moonlight so bright, our hearts are joined in harmony, a love so pure and free. You are my heart's desire, your soul's eternal fire. In your arms I feel complete, our love will never retreat. The stars above shine down on our love that's known. The stars above shine down on our love that's known. The stars above shine down.
So, there you saw me weld it up, and now I have put it together, I have tested it, and I can see that I fixed the most of the clearance issue here. It's much more in the center, but there is still a little bit of diversion, or it's a little bit off to this side, but it's much less than it was before. There is still some difference, but I have traced the difference to the frame. As I said before, it's a couple of millimeters off, and it's off in that direction. So correcting that, and a couple of 2 millimeters here does much more out here. So just fixing this small bend in the frame of the 2 millimeters, or what it is, should straighten this up pretty good. And before there was a lot of difference in height in the wheels like this. Now there is just a little bit, and I believe that's the 2 millimeters that is off in the frame. Will also fix this last little wiggle here. So we are on the right track. So my next step here, I will take it apart again. I will try to get these frames 100% straight, and I believe that will fix the last of the wiggle here, and I also think that will fix the last of the what's it called, the straightness of the boom arm here. I think it will center it if I do that adjustment. But what happened now, when I did this rebuild here of the ears, the angle of the head is a bit off. Because what I did before was that I adjusted the head to the angle when it was sitting in the arm, and that was obviously off because the ears were off. Now they are straight, so now the head isn't straight anymore. So what I need to do here, I need to adjust this to get the right angle again, and I have marked it out here so I know how to cut and how to re-weld this part to get it in the right position. So that's one thing I need to do, then straighten the frame, and I think that is what I need to do building wise. If that gets shows out to be successful, next part is some cleaning and painting, and then we are about done with this one. I don't think I will do any new cover plate here. I think that's not necessary. It doesn't do anything structurally, it's just for covering this area up. So I don't see any use of actually having that one there. I think it's better to see the piston down here. It's easier to see if there's any leaks or anything. So I think I will leave it like that. So I will be back when I have done some tweaks. So now I have tweaked it a little bit. So now I have it almost parallel. There is a small diversion to this side, but it's very small now, and it's very sturdy now. So there is still something that's not 100% straight somewhere, but I don't know what it is actually. I can't see it anywhere. It seems to be pretty much straight, and it works really good now. I can't see any diversion when it's going up. It's going very straight and nice all the way to the top. It also goes down very good. The last bit why I pushed it there is because there is some rust on the end. It obviously has been sitting in that position. So there is a little bit of rust on the top here that I will clean off. That's why it doesn't want to retract all the way. It stops there, so you need to push it the last centimeter in there. But when that's clean, I think it will go all the way down without any problem. So I think I'm finished with trying to straighten it at this point. I think it's good, or rather as good as it's gonna get. So the next thing is to straighten the head so it gets parallel with the jack. And then we are finished with the building part, as I said, or the rebuilding part. Then it's blasting and paint.
Together we fly so close to the moon and dance in the sky. In the summer, love is in the air. Stay with me and don't let me go away. In the summer, love is in the air. Stay with me and don't let me go away. In the summer, love is right in the air. Stay with me, I never let you run away. In the summer, love is in the air. Stay with me and don't let me go away. In the summer, love is right in the air. Stay with me, I never let you run away. In the summer night, I surrender my heart. I give you all my love, my life. Just close your eyes, let go your mind. I need you, be mine tonight. Just hold me tight. I'll never let you down.
So, here we have it, the finished result. It's painted, it's back together, and it's all working. And it's looking pretty good. But I'm gonna change out some bolts, namely these bolts here. I'm gonna change to new bolts. I don't have the correct threads, so I need to get some new bolts with the correct threads. And I'm gonna get thread locker bolts instead of having these locker washers. So I'm gonna change out the type of bolt also. So that's what's left, and I'm also gonna paint over these bolts so they look nice and shiny like the rest of the jack. I chose not to paint this part because this part is gonna be against the car, and I don't need any unnecessary paint to scratch off from this one. So it's already scratched up here, it's bare metal here, and that's good enough. That's what you want. It's painted all around, as you can see. If I do like that, you can see the wheels are painted, and the head is painted, and everything is painted. So it's looking pretty nice. It's not any showroom paint job, not at all. I haven't done any special work underneath. I just scratched it up quickly with a sandpaper and sprayed it, because this is still a tool, it's not a show car. So I only want it to look as nice as it can with a spray can and a quick job, because it's gonna be scratched. It's gonna be scratches on it when it's in use. So I want it to look a little bit better, and it's looking a little bit better, and I'm pleased, and it's working. It's working just fine now. It still don't want to go all the way down, but I think when it's been in use for some while, I tried to clean the shaft up down there, but it didn't help. It helped a little bit, but not completely. So I think if I use it a couple of times more, it will clean itself up the rest of the way, and then it will go all the way down. So I don't see any problem there. And as you see, it's working just fine, going all the way up. It's coming. There, it's all the way up. I don't know if you can see from the camera, but the head is straight and nice. And the most important thing, now it's straight in the frame. There's no longer any diversion from side to side. There is the same gap on both sides. So the arm is now in the middle of the jack, just as it should, and there is no wiggling in it anymore either. So straightening the last bit of the frame, straightening the arm, and fixing the head and everything has made it straight again, and now it's a straight, good working jack that I will enjoy for a long time, I hope. So you probably will see it in some other video where it's in use, so I won't do any testing video of it. I have already tested it and it lifts just fine. I tested to lift my car and it worked perfectly. You have to take my word for that, but you will see it in the future. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. If you're still here, perfect. And I hope to see you in the next one. But before I leave you, I want to give you a reminder to if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my videos, let's say like that, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a penny, it's free. So, and it supports the channel in a good way. So please do that before you leave. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.